There's so much movement.
Now you may be pondering to yourself, why are they reacting this way? What is getting them so riled up? What is perhaps getting them to react in such a astronomically comedic way? Well, these content creators happen to look at something that no one else has. A special surprise that has been in the works for a very, very long time. Hello! Greetings and salutations. And the abomination that you see in front of you is Cuddlymuffintop. And I've been a VTuber for almost 6 years. And soon, my birthday will be here. So, to commemorate such an occasion, I decided to ask a few friends of mine to answer a few questions. Questions about how they got to meet me, what were their first impressions of me, and what do you think my strengths, my flaws, and so on and so forth. And the catch was, they had to do a video response for me without me guiding their direction. So this means all of their answers are from them and them alone. I had no influence in the way they answered these questions, and I edited this video to make sure that what they answered was clear and concise and not missing any context whatsoever. And I will not be adding any of my snippets in there as well. No retorts, nothing like that. I'm gonna be letting my friends take the stage, and as a reward, they got to see what I will be announcing this upcoming Friday, April 10th, 2026, over on my special birthday stream at 7 p.m. Central on Twitch and YouTube. Without further ado, I am gonna let them take the stage, and I hope you enjoy.
Hello, my name is Aly, online known as Aly Illustrate, and I am a freelance illustrator and graphic designer, and I also dabble in a teeny tiny bit of animation. I am a lover of all things cute and creepy. We love a juxtaposition. I met Cuddlymuffintop in 2018, about 9 years ago, back in the DeviantArt days. He ended up making a listing on DeviantArt's forums looking for an artist to work on his Twitch channel, and I happened to reach out to him on there. And yeah, I think the rest is history. I've been here ever since. When I first met him, he was very polite and proper, very much a cross your T's, dot your I's kind of person. He really seemed to know what he wanted and also wanted to give streaming a try. He was very new. Everything was very new at the time. And even now, he is still very polite, though I think he has gotten very comfortable with talking to people, including me, and making new friends. He's very thoughtful. He's a kind person in general. It's been really cool to see him develop as a content creator and a person after all this time. I feel like Cuddlymuffintop's strengths are that he's a super hard worker. He works really, really hard on his streams and his branding on his channel and just all the things he does related to Cuddlymuffintop in general. He's very willing to try new things and take feedback on what he's doing. And he also does a lot of collaborations with others. I think collaborating with people, putting events together, all that jazz is something that he's really, really good at. Cuddlymuffintop always does his best to improve with everything he does. He's done amazing things on his channel. No matter the setbacks that have occurred, he's always managed to bounce back again. My favorite moment with Cuddlymuffintop was probably when I got to participate in his stream for the first time, even though that was kind of recent. It was a Marvel Rivals stream, and he asked if I wanted to participate. And it's been my addiction so far, so I obviously said yes. And it was honestly a lot of fun to play with everybody. I tend to just like work in the background, so it was really fun to be a part of his streams for once.
Oh, this one's very cute. I love this MVP.
Good job, Aly. You've been pulling up all of those
Yeah.
MVPs.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm going crazy.
I don't know what's happening.
Going sicko mode.
My word, you are starting to become like a pro.
We both are going crazy.
I do think Cuddlymuffintop has potential to grow. It'll just take some time, and also really keeping up with what people are interested game-wise in the streaming space, because I know trends definitely come and go a lot. I also think we are in a very short-form content era right now, so really focusing on getting clips out of his streams and making sure to post them on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all those fun platforms could really help a lot. Real talk. Oh no, not the real talk. I'm gonna be honest, March has been a really hard month for me in general. I feel like really good things are happening, and along with really, really bad things as well. So I don't know whether to be upset or happy about things that are going on, but I'm trying my best to be positive and just keep going.
Hi, I'm Rosia Amouri. You may know me as Bioid Amouri. I'll be honest, I really don't remember when I first met him. I do, however, remember the initial impressions I got from him. Muffin came across as, generally bombastic, a very strong fit for his, cartoony, blobby avatar, and it was absolutely beautiful. I do, quite like it. Honestly, Muffin is generally, very well-meaning and a very sweet guy who wants to do good. Just speaking overall, very earnest. Not like Ernest P. Worrell, but genuine earnest. Oh, Ernest P. Worrell is pretty good too. Yes, absolutely. There's no question about it. If Muffin feels like he's got a flaw, he definitely tries to do his best to improve on it or work around it. Oh goodness, sometimes I worry he's a little bit hard on himself. But that's a completely different thing. Oh, I do have a lot of memories that were a lot of fun. I do remember, a lot of, the Metopia memories. In fact, honestly, that's kind of one that comes to mind. There was that time where, oh, poor Vinny. Oh, there was that time where Vinny wasn't quite able to make it, so Muffin had to do his best. Well, okay, maybe not. I don't know if that was Muffin's best impression, but it was certainly an impression. It was certainly quite an event in Metopia. And it certainly made that trek through that lava area pretty interesting, pretty entertaining. Friends!
Hey, Amouri! And Vinny, I guess. I'm so glad you're okay. What's up, me, Muffin? I demanded after spending so much time with this heathen.
Molly became tank and just fired him repeatedly from the cannon. Honestly, it is beautifully fittingly cartoony for his cartoonishly blobby self. Well, everybody has the potential to get bigger, and I do believe that Muffin definitely has, the skill set available to potentially become bigger. If there's anything that's, actually holding him back, though, it seems it kind of seems a bit like he's having difficulty, really pinning down a direction that he wants to go. That is me just, well, not even, throwing darts in the dark. I'm literally just taking a fistful of darts, holding them between my knuckles, and just hurling them with reckless abandon. Well, usually there's not a lot on my mind because no thoughts head empty. Generally, you are a fantastic creator. You have a fantastic, beautiful gift in your voice and the way you express. You absolutely have a lot of really good potential on you.
Hi, my name is Hollyjolly Paca. Alpaca from the cosmos. I like to play Final Fantasy XIV, and I don't really play anything else. But I also do art, so there's that. First time I met Cuddly was when he gave me a DM asking, would you like to be in this collab with me? I don't remember what the collab was, but I'm glad that he did, because I told myself I need to make more friends in this community, and I did. I made a big global friendo. First time I met Cuddly, actually, I saw him in an asset post modeling some lovely headphones. But the first time I really met Cuddly was during the collab, and he just seemed like a really genuine guy. Just absolutely genuine, passionate, kind, not a bad blobbo bone in his body. And I still think that to this day. I don't think that man could do any harm. It's his kindness. It's his generosity. It's his selflessness. This man is coming into my DMs all the time and giving me gang codes. I told him that you gotta stop this. You gotta share it with other people. How dare? Man's doing charities every month, every other month. It's crazy. I know that's part of his job, off stream, but he's doing it on stream. and it's just a lot. And he's also giving out game codes all the time. The man is like, here's a game for you, Holly. Solve it on your wish list. And I'm like, brother, why are you giving me so much, man? But he also does it to his community, and it's really, really sweet. That's also his weakness. That kindness might hurt him one day. I don't know. I don't want it to hurt him. I don't want him to be like super kind and generous to somebody who is gonna be like, I could use that to my advantage. I don't want him to be taken advantage of. Other than that, I don't really know what any weaknesses he has, other than maybe not having any bones. My favorite memory of Kylie has to be the railroad, like running over people game that we did with a few other folks. It got really passionate. I remember being heated, and there was just a lot of yelling, but that's one of the core memories I have with him. It's with other people, but it is one of the core memories that I remember fondly. Now I kind of want to go back to that vibe.
Now it's time to place your next innocent card.
The next innocent card. So alongside a bunch of kids playing on the tracks, there's a friendly dragon that will let you ride it.
In what way?
Alright, we're running you over.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, the man is doing charities out the wazoo, and he's got like this like showmanship, like, you know, persona, like feel to him. Like, he's boisterous, and I'm not good with words, but he just presents well. He just presents well and properly, and I'm like, dang, I wish I knew how to speak well like that. But yeah, I think he absolutely has what it takes. I'm hungry. I'm sure Blorbo here can feel me on that. We both have insatiable appetites.
Hi, my name is Vinny. I'm an artist. I'm also a VTuber. I don't exactly remember how I met Muffin, but I do remember the first impression that I had, or the first interaction that I do remember, was the Metopia collab, where Muffin got in a bunch of friends to come in and speak lines and join in as his Metopia hero cast. My character swapped like classes a couple times, but I stuck with the princess role because I thought it was really funny. It was very funny. My first impression of Muffin, I think, I thought his model was very interesting, very, very different to a lot of what was being used at the time. It was definitely unique. It was very cool. I think the concept was very, very interesting. I met Muffin when he went by Cuddlymuffintop. Which, I'm so sorry, Muffin. I was never a fan of the ugly part. It made me so sad. I was like, you're not ugly. You're just not ugly. Like, what is this? just because you're a little blob of fat does not mean you're ugly. Okay. So I'm very glad you swapped to Cuddlymuffin instead. As a person, I don't remember having much of an opinion, but I do know my opinion of you now is that you're a very kind individual. You like to give back to your community. You like to give back to charities all the time, and I think that's very admirable. I think that's very nice. So strength-wise, I think it's very nice that you have the ability to like reach out to a bunch of people and to just ask. And nowadays that's such a difficult thing to do, to just reach out to a bunch of new people, old people, and be like, hey, do you want to participate in my thing? You like to plan all these big scale events, and that's really cool and that's really fun. And you still have the like reachability, even in this current time, to just reach out to a bunch of like the original OG creators and a bunch of new creators. I think that's really nice, and I think that's a really good quality to have like no inherent fear of rejection. I think that's really good. It'll lead you to success in future endeavors, and I think that's very nice. That's good. You should keep up with that one. My favorite memory, well, it wasn't like live on stream, was when it was after the Metopia collab. You were reaching out to a bunch of people who were a part of it, and you asked me and obviously a bunch of the other people who were there if they wanted emotes. of you like going nom nom on their head, and I still to this day, it's not my same avatar that I use now, but I to this day love that emote. I think it is the cutest thing. I love that you did that, and I'm so grateful that you asked me to like be a part of that, and I love that a lot. I think that was very cute. It's my favorite little thing. Like, it's so small, but it's an emote that I usually keep in my servers. Even though I don't use that avatar anymore, I usually keep that emote around. I like it a lot. It's very cute. I do believe that you have the potential to get bigger. I do believe you have the potential to reach out to a bigger, wider audience. I think what holds you back as a content creator, I think it's inherently the content that you make. You do have like an engaging personality. Like, that your personality and your vibe is not the problem. I think it's the style of games that you play. I think the best way to help with that is start doing more. It's hard to say, but I would recommend start doing more duo collabs instead of like the big massive ones that you plan, which those are fun, don't get me wrong, I'm always happy to join those, but like collab streams, maybe even streams with 3 people where you're playing just like, I don't know, we played Marvel Rivals together, and I think that had a decent turnout. I think that was very fun and engaging, and people like competitive games like that. I think you need to find a game that is enough in the current like streaming meta that you can progress, because while playing niche games is nice, it won't inherently garner you the audience that you need. It's once you've gained the audience that you want, that's when you start doing your niche content and playing the fun game. I didn't start playing Fragile Dreams, the old ass Wii game, until like one of my 24-hour like birthday streams or whatever, which I almost a year into my streaming. I didn't play that until a year in, you know? So I would recommend like playing the more well-known games, as well as making sure it's a game that you have fun in. Don't just play the game because it's super well-known. Play the game because it is well-known and because you have fun in it. That's the important thing. You need to be having fun, because your audience will know if you're not having fun. They will know. Yes, like I said earlier, I'm gonna combine 2 things into one. So we've got the real talk, right? And your weaknesses and flaws. I say this with the biggest love in my heart for you, Muffin. You care too much. You care way too much, my friend. You care a lot about people around you. You care too much. And I say that in the sense of, you do these amazing, let me say this right now. They are amazing. You do these amazing donathons for these wonderful charities. However, you do too many of them. You do way too many charity streams. The thing about a charity stream, right? The idea of having these donations to these charities that you want to support is so admirable. It's so nice. It's so wonderful. But if you're doing them so consistently, you're not letting your audience save up enough money in preparation for these charity streams. You're gonna get more of a turnout if you do like 2 charity streams a year versus doing like 8 of them a year. You know what I mean? My personal recommendation is cutting back on those charity streams, which you kind of have been doing. I haven't seen you do too many of them lately, which I think is good. I would just recommend doing those charity streams just a little bit less. Kind of stinks if you think about it. However, it's important to like focus on one big event charity stream rather than a bunch of like smaller charity streams. You know what I mean? That's what I think. The flaw is you care too much. You do too much. Sometimes you gotta be a little selfish, and that's okay. Just a smidgen of selfishness, and that's okay.
Hi, my name is Fi, most call me Fire. I mostly do graphic design, like stream overlays, transitions, and so forth. And on the side, I like to play games. I stream mostly the things I work on. I like making music videos and stream overlays, and yeah, that's basically what I do. So when I first met Cuddly, I don't particularly recall. I honestly, I don't know how we met sometimes because it's been so long since we met. I do remember when we first met though. At least one of my most prominent memories, and this might answer two questions at once, but basically back in 2021 we did a Gang Beast collab with Mira Pink, Muffin, and Molly Moz. I believe it happened during 2020, but I didn't get to making the video until like the year after, so there was that. I don't think it's listed right now, but yeah, that was the first time I met Cuddly, and my first impression of Cuddly was they're fun. Like they're a fun person. And then over time, I don't think that aspect has changed, but from the little bit I've been able to participate in, I think I've become more appreciative of what Cuddly does and all the hard work Cuddly puts in, especially with all of like the charity fundraising activities Cuddly likes to do. It's admirable watching, like, you know, Cuddly really pushing hard for some of these stuff because I think it is important and it's not done that often. So if you ask me if I actually remember when we first met, I don't think so. I think it's been just way too long. See, for me, Cuddlymuffintop is considered my friend. I think Cuddlymuffintop's like strengths as a content creator is that they're very outgoing, fun, they got a really amazing voice, and that there's a lot of periods in between where we're just not in communication, so I really like that, you know, Cuddly still chooses to reach out to me, and I'm really appreciative of that, and I'm very honored. So, you know, I really hate it when I let Cuddly down. I'm so sorry. So I do think like Cuddly's best strength is their energy. I gotta say it's energy. And in terms of weaknesses or flaws, trying new things maybe. I know you always are willing to try new things, so it's not really a weakness, but it's just a suggestion. Maybe perhaps like try something completely out of there, you know, like ASMR. I don't know. I don't know if you ever tried that. I may have not been there if you have, but I think trying something completely different, you know, like something you've never thought of trying before. I do have a memory of this one time we were playing a tabletop simulator, and I think I screwed up the team by just picking every wrong possible option one can ask for. So I guess my favorite moment was watching Cuddly having to deal with my mess ups. I'm so sorry for them, but they, at the time, granted, I really didn't understand what was happening, and I was trying my best to, but at the same time, my brain was like, do it, and yeah. So I guess that time we played a tabletop simulator, I forgot what the name was called. It was called House of something, but it was that game, and I was definitely messing it up a lot. I feel bad, but it was interesting.
Okay, Fire, it's your turn. Choose wisely.
Go to camp and kill the problem. Kill the problem at camp.
Yeah.
There's a problem at camp?
Yes,
Yeah,
with
the
the trail.
creature.
Find the hidden lair.
Okay,
Or, if you wanted to, bring
I'm
the professor to the museum so you can get a perk card.
I don't know if I really want a perk card.
You should get a villager off the map, though. We've had 4 villagers dead
but okay,
so far.
look at it this way. Do you see what's at the tower?
I don't care how many items are at the tower right now. Get the villager for the lava card.
Okay, 1. Can I take this item?
Yes, you can take the item.
I'm taking this item.
And then you can move over there.
I'm going to him.
And then...
That's it. That's the 4th move. He can't do it anymore.
What if I go to the shop instead?
No.
Oh.
The museum is right there.
Fine.
No, he doesn't have the 4th. His 4th move was grabbing this villager.
Yeah.
Because he chose to take the item.
Yep, you
I
took
apologize.
the item.
Can I do a refund on the item?
No.
Unfortunate. Well, I guess we're sitting here.
Okay. Draw from the monster deck, you delightful creature.
Okay. As a content creator, I think Muffintop has like ample chances to really grow and get out there. I feel like the only thing holding Muffintop back is nothing more than just viewership. I don't know how else to say that. I think that's just as honest as it gets. I feel really sad. Like, if I'm being honest, I just feel like Muffintop deserves way more than Muffintop is getting for what they do. Their dedication is and hard work is beautiful. And I suggest, like, if anything, maybe picking up YouTube more or trying to switch platforms, because sometimes viewership on one platform just underperforms, but the moment you switch, sometimes it helps, and that little bit of difference of picking a different platform over another, and I know it's a very scary thing to do, like it's definitely not an easy feat to change your platform and whatnot, but I think sometimes that's the step you're gonna have to like choose if you want to take or not. And in this case, I think for the sake of growth and, you know, like bringing in more of a community, I think that would be what's it. I've noticed that, like, as of late, I think the problem with viewership has like taken a toll on you a lot, and I hope that you're able to talk to people about it, because I think it's important that you find people who can relate to you and have that conversation with you, so that you can like find your way out of it, out of this like this little bit of a bump you're going on. And I hope that with any changes you make, that you are able to, you know, like at least be happy with those changes and find joy in what you do.
Hello, my name is Tiffy Leafy. I am a tiefling mom VTuber. Anyway, I've been around since 2020, although that was way before I became a mom type tuber. That was back in the day of my maiden days, which is actually where Cuddly Muffin and I met. So I believe I first met him when I started my VTubers with disabilities stuff back in 2020, if I remember correctly. And then in 2021, I actually got to collab with him and a number of friends on a Metopia collab, and that was wonderful and that was amazing. So I would say that collab is when I first officially met Cuddly Muffin as a streamer. I remember my first reaction to Cuddly Muffin being Cuddly Muffin was, wow, that's a really interesting concept, and not everyone thinks of a blob tuber in that way. And so I've always thought of Cuddlymuffintop as very unique and very himself, and it should definitely stay that way. There is definitely no one like Cuddlymuffintop. I think definitely one of Cuddlymuffintop's strengths as a content creator is their voice acting ability and their sense for comedy and slapstick and just overall comedic performance, and being able to lean into that in a way that, you know, I sometimes wish I could. It's like they have a whole cast of characters living inside them, and I think that's wonderful. And I think if you take a look at any of Cuddly Muffin's content, you'll be able to see that in full swing. And so I think Cuddly should lean into that more, even more. The only weaknesses that I would even be comfortable saying that Cuddly has is just belief in their entertaining aspect as a VTuber. I have seen them over the years kind of doubt themselves and doubt whether they're entertaining. I think the more that they're just able to identify what content they are most comfortable doing, and also the content that people want to see from them more, I think the more that they just do that, I think that primary weakness, if I had to identify one, would be resolved. And I think consistency is also a thing, but I think that's the bane of many indie VTubers, especially those of us who are balancing jobs and other commitments. I think it really just comes down to a confidence thing and just being able and willing to just lean into what you know that you like to do, Cuddly, and what your audience loves the most from you. So it was actually during our Metopia collab, and my Metopia character ended up getting like a leather outfit or something like that. I think we still have a clip of that somewhere where Cuddly is just losing his entire blob over that outfit. That is still one of my favorite memories and favorite clips of all time.
Well, looks like Tiffy's getting her outfit. Triple digits. Yes.
Yay!
Oh!
Oh, very nice!
You gonna keep it in black?
I'm thinking about it, yes. Yes, I'm gonna keep it in black.
Oh!
Nice!
Okay, hold on. I need a moment. Hold on. Oh! I'm bored in it. Tiffy, that was,
Yes?
you are really sporting that rock outfit quite well.
I do think Cuddly has the potential to make it as a bigger streamer, although I think the Muffintop has to decide for themselves what kind of goal that is and how they want to be able to reach it, because yeah, there are other ways content creators can build audiences and build bigger platforms, but you also have to decide, is that something I'm willing to do to build my brand or not? There are a lot of VTubers who can lean into like quote unquote cringe or quote unquote unhinged, right? And I think Cuddly has a lot of like comedic value, but I also think he's genuinely funny. So I would like to see them just lean into their own brand and just commit to that more and not doubt themselves. So I guess I will leave this little recording with just a few words of encouragement. You got this, Cuddly. I believe in you. You got this.
Hello, I am Captain Rilu of the Starbeam Brigade. I don't remember. I think it was a raid. First impression, blob. Second impression, oh my god, this man's bias. Strength, you know how to reach out to your friends. You know how to do the entertaining way of yes and build off on people. I don't know if I can say much on the weakness and flaws, but all I know is that you're trying your best and you're working hard. My favorite memory is doing content warning. Let's see if I still have videos.
Let me bring up my good old microphone.
Go.
Hello, this is Cuddlymuffintop coming to you live in the vast submerged area that we are more than likely gonna die in. But we're all doing this for a good cause, for the children. Make sure you make your contribution within the link in the pinned comment right now, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube.
What is that?
There! How you doing today? Oh, hold on real quick.
I think you generally have potential to grow bigger. I generally think you should do more voice work, not gonna lie.
Hi, I'm CL, your local adventurous Valkyrie. I've been on Cuddly's stream a couple times. We've raided into each other quite a few times. I like to do art. I play a lot of games. I remember being like, wow, that's a cute name. That's cool. Cuddlymuffintop. Oh, I love it. Like Muffintop, like hips, right? And then I saw his model and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And then I learned that he mostly does like, well, he has the 18 plus tag and I'm like, oh, I like this guy. Oh, this guy knows what's up. Oh, this is good. This is good time. Over time, very sweet, always thinking of others, and just very easy to get along with, also very patient. I procrastinate a lot. So the fact that Muffin is so patient with me is absolutely amazing. I love this guy. He's so good. His patience, for sure. Honestly, tenacity, for sure. I find it hard to see things through, but Muffin has done stream after stream for charity. I don't think I've ever seen this guy do a subathon for himself. He's always thinking of others. If that doesn't speak volumes of his character, I don't know what does. And as a content creator, I will say, his voice. Very good. Very good, very easy to listen to. Which is to say, I find myself, like, if I just need something on in the background and just something easy to listen to and Muffin's live, I'm gonna check out Muffin. I don't know. Genuinely, hate to say it, I don't have an answer to this one. But if I'm gonna loop in another answer, this guy is tenacious to a fault. If there's a fault, whether it's something he notices or something another person tells him, I have every confidence that he will overcome them. Without a doubt. Oh man, outside of our Dream Daddy stream, which was a fucking riot, I will say, I was a part of it on the side.
Sylvia, I'm so sorry.
It would probably have to be with the honeypot comment, because as soon as I had heard that this had happened, I had my tablet open, I was doing art, and I was like, hold on. I need to draw something to commemorate this moment, and I drew the infamous honeypot emote. I think for me that is a huge a huge highlight of my time knowing Cuddlymuffintop and tangentially with some other friends of mine. Yeah, I think that one for sure is the standout.
All of your honey
no idea.
Is mine to pot. You can have all my honey if you want, Cuddly.
Sylvie.
Yep.
Sylvie.
You
what?
don't know what you just said.
I don't know what I just said. What?
Holy
what?
shit.
What?
Sylvie?
What?
Okay, so...
Clip it! Clip it! Clip
please,
it!
Please clip it. Or at least mark it. So real quick, Sylvie Reese, I edited a video of Sylvie getting bodied in Minecraft about a month or so ago. That went up before this stream. Go check it out. You know the moment in that stream where there was a tits routine? You just had another one of those moments, Sylvie.
A honeypot isn't what you think it is.
Whose honey do you think is potting?
What? I don't get it!
You sweet summer child. As someone who just flies by the seat of their pants, I don't think I have an answer on this. Outside of just do the usual grind, lift others up, be a positive source, which this is all stuff Muffin does already. I don't know if anything holds him back, but he definitely has the potential to get bigger. I wouldn't know how though. I like the fact that his model is different. And personally, for me, I found that that was a draw to his channel for me because it was, oh, this is unique, this is great, and I have seen a lot of other unique models rise through the ranks, and I think Muffin has the potential of that as well. I have a cat next to me. He's been watching intently as I record these videos, being like, Mother, what are you doing? There you go. That is what is on my mind right now. That and what am I gonna have for dinner? Any suggestions, Muffin?
And there you have it. Each of my friends' responses to the questions that I gave them for this special engagement. Now, for utilizing their hard-earned free time, I basically gave them the reward of looking at something special. Something that they couldn't share with anyone else until the day finally arrives. But for now, here is a glimpse of their reactions to what they witnessed, at least what I could show you. Hope you enjoy.
This is so cute. Oh my goodness, Cuddly.
This is so cute. Wait, this is so cute.
Oh my god. Bro, this, oh my god. Ooh!
Ow! Ow! Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
I'm not sure I want to actually specify what this is because this is actually really cool.
I love it.
I love this.
Whoever your artist is has done such a phenomenal job.
I don't know how to feel about this one, Muffin. It's what the fuck is that?
It's so fun. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for everybody to see this. This is really, really cool.
I love it. Ooh. 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 I love that for you, buddy. I love that for you. Awesome.
Oh god, that was beautiful. I hope you have an amazing debut. I really do. Wow.
What do you mean? Hold on. What are those? What? Muffin?
But I am very, very excited. I am very excited to see this implemented, Muffin.
Grandpa, look at Augustus.
Don't worry, he can't drink it all.
Augustus!
I have such